Hey everybody, welcome down. I have a simple change for you that is going to make your chip shots easy. And what we're going to be talking about is threefold. First of all, it's going to be the grip. Second of all, the setup. And thirdly, just a little tweak to your technique. Now, might sound like a lot, but honestly, it's very simple. So first of all, the grip. Now for a right-handed golfer, the top hand, the left hand here, the grip normally goes from the base of the little finger through the middle of the index and that hand wraps over. So the grip is in the fingers. However, what I'm proposing, what I'm suggesting is that rather than have the grip here, it just goes a little bit more up through the palm of the left hand. Now what happens is when that grip goes through the palm of the left hand, the club is actually raised up a little bit higher. It becomes more upright in the setup position. So you can see here with a normal grip how the hands are low. It's absolutely fine to do this. You can take good shots from this position. But as the grip goes up through the palm, the shaft gets a little bit more upright. Now if you haven't checked out a video that we've already done on toe down chipping, I will link it here. This isn't quite as extreme, but it does bring that club a little bit more upright. Now with it through the palm on that left hand, it weakens the grip, so the club face can't get quite as strong, which helps maintain the loft through chip shots. But also, because that club is a little bit more upright, it just helps the sole of the club interact with that turf a little bit better, and you can get it just sliding across the turf. That felt good. And if you are someone who struggles with digging, so you get a little bit steep, the leading edge digs into the ground, you fat it, and also you kind of bail out early and thin the ball, this is really going to help. Because what happens is as the club goes through the palm, we can get the sole interacting with the turf a little bit easier, but it also helps take out any kind of flicking motion that you might have with that lead wrist. Now we're not talking about the release of the club, we are talking about a premature flick coming through impact. When the grip goes through the palm, it is a lot easier to maintain that connection. Oh, should I try and just hit a little bit more of a floaty one as well? Oh, stop it. Just stop it. Honestly, it just makes chipping too easy. Lovely. I'll tell you what, if you smash that like button, I can almost guarantee you will chip it that well during your next round. So with the club being a little bit more up through the palm, it's going to necessitate a little bit of a change in your setup. So rather than the hands being a little bit lower, you being further away from the ball, it's just going to allow you to nudge a little bit closer in at address. Other than that, a lot of the other setup traits remain the same. Because you are going to be able to maintain loft a little bit easier, you're actually going to be able to generate quite a lot of backspin. I'm a little bit nervous about this shot, I'm not going to lie. I'm over the deepest bunker here at Dundonald Links, chipping onto a downslope a little bit downwind, but I'm so confident about this grip, I think we can nail the shot. If I want the ball to go a little bit lower, I'll be able to pop that off my back toe, but about 60% of the weight on my front foot, and get that lead wrist, get the bottom end of the grip pointing just left of my belt buckle. And as long as I keep that grip nice and solid, turn my body back and through, I'll tell you what, I've done remarkably well from there with the ball being off my back toe. Pitched it right into that little downslope. If I did want to get a little bit more loft, I could put that ball just a touch further forward, keep the butt end of the club in pretty much the same position, but because the ball position is further forward, I've not got quite as much shaft lean. I can still keep that weight forward though. I don't want that drifting back. That's just going to allow me to pop that ball up in the air a little bit easier. Oh. Stop it. Now I'm using a 60-degree wedge for this demonstration, however, it will work with pretty much all your clubs. The only thing that we need to make sure about in technique is that we're not moving the club too far on the inside. Now what I mean by that is if I draw a line here from my ball to the target, if I bring the club a little bit too much this way, I'm bringing it inside the line. I want this club to be tracking a little bit more along that target line. It's going to rise slightly to the inside, but I don't want it disappearing inside my hands like so. If I take the club away and it moves inside the hands like this, as I turn through, the club is going to be coming in from the inside, and I'm going to have to try and rotate that club a little bit too aggressively to get the ball back online. And because the club face has a lot of loft, it's not going to be the easiest technique to pull off. So I'm going to go through that setup routine, obviously got that new grip. As I take the club away, I'm just going to try and get the feeling that the club head is in line with the hands, not on the inside, not massively on the outside. Again, we can use a camera here just to double check, use a mirror just to get the sensation of what it's like. Do it, do it. So I'll just show you one where the club goes on the inside here as well. So it moves away on the inside, then I've got to try and rotate that club to get the ball back to target. Now you can see how it came out a little bit lower, came out a little bit left as I tried to turn the club face through the ball. It's that manipulation of the face that we want to try and stop. To continue your swing quest and to learn more about the golf game, please check out these videos here.